Hey, it's Jason Wilford from Pro Guitar Studio here today to talk about funk rhythm. Now, we're going to do two parts here. We're going to do a funk riff, okay, in the background, as well as a funk rhythm part. And our whole goal here today is to get the staccato sound on the notes, as well as the 16th note strumming or picking. So getting that going the whole time while we're playing our chords and muting, right? So we're playing or muting, and have to sort of get control of the fretting hand and be able to relax our fingers in the string. So we're not hearing the sound, do a dead strum or a muted strum, as well as playing the chord. So be getting full control of that, but also with single notes doing the same kind of thing, where we're able to pick, but also mute, right? So we can keep that going the whole time, and also have control of when we push down and when we mute the string. So let's take a listen to the piece we're going to learn today. I try to keep it simple, but it is going to be challenging if you've never done this kind of rhythm before. Okay, so let's check this out. All right, so now that we've heard the piece, let's take a look at what we're going to do today. So starting on with the riff, okay, so we're going to start on the 5th fret of string number 6. And the first thing we want to be able to do is to play the note, followed by 2 muted strums or scratch strums. Now we're going to change the rhythm at the end, but just to start off there, we're going to have down, and then we're going to relax the fretting hand. Okay, so just don't take it off the string, but relax it, and mute up, down. Okay, so down, mute, up, down, and then up, mute, down, up. So we want to go on, off, off, on, off, off. What we want to make sure is don't take the finger off the string. It's like, you'll hear the open string, right? Slow it down if you need to. So that's the first thing we want to have under control, right? So work on that. Don't worry about taking in the rest of the rhythm until you have that kind of thing down. Now, once we get that going, we're going to add in other notes. We're going to play basically the A minor triad or arpeggio. We're going to go from the A to the C. Now, I'm not using fingers in position like I normally would, like if you're playing through a scale. First finger, pinky finger there. I'm just moving over and keeping my hand nice and relaxed. So I'm using my ring finger, but feel free to use your pinky, okay? Because that's technically the finger you'd want to use, but in terms of comfort and just playing in a more relaxed manner, when I use my ring. So down, mute, up, down, and then up, mute, down, up. To the 7th fret, string number 5. Back to the 8th fret, string number 6. And the final 2 notes, we're going to play 5 with a scratch drum, just 1, and then 8 with 1 scratch drum. So we have, and slow it down. Okay, now I'm also palm muting in the song. So in the recorded version, I'm adding in the palm mute, but first focus on getting the rhythm down. But here, so it really makes it more mellow, right? Now you don't have to do that, but it sort of lines up with the bass line if a bass player is doing that. Allows you to blend into the background a bit more. Also gives you a nice quick attack and quick release too. Twice. Now the next note we're going to do is the 3rd fret on string number 6. Now we're going to do that followed by the 7th fret. So same rhythm, 3, 7, 5 on the 5th string, back to 7, and then 3, 7 on the 6th string. Slow it down. With no palm mute. Now, second time through, I change the ending. I do. So the same first 4 notes, but then I'm going to finish off with 8 on the 5th string, to 7 on the 5th string. All right, so the full G chord. So all together. All right, so get that down first before anything else. But if you wanted to just jump to the rhythm, which is going to be chord based, we can do that right now. And it's copying most of what we did there. Okay, so going on to the rhythm section, A minor is the first chord. So we have the bass note, A. We're going to play the higher portion of the chord here. String number 1, 2, and 3, okay? And so same idea, we want to strum just those 3 strings. I'm using my first finger to mute the 4th string, so when I'm strumming, I don't have to worry about all the strings to be muted, okay? So we're going to strum. So strum, mute it really quickly, and then up, down as a dead strum. And I'll use my other fingers to mute the strings out as well. Lightly touching without pushing down. And instead of doing at the end like we did with the single note rhythm, I'm just going to go down, up. So, all right, so I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then down, up. 2 scratch drums at the end. Now funk players might add more stuff into it. All right, so other things can be added in. Don't worry about that. Get the groove, get the pocket first. Okay, don't worry about extra notes. Just really get that locked in. And for the most part, I think this will take quite a bit of time. If you've never done this before, this won't be something you master right away. So record yourself. Make sure you're doing it correctly. A lot of the time, it might feel like you're doing it right, but take a listen so you can critique yourself. Okay. And then second chord is a G, so same kind of rhythm, but we're playing the 3rd fret string 1, 3rd fret string 2, and the 4th fret string 3. Okay, so same thing, twice in a row for each rhythm. All right, so that's the first version of A minor and G. And I did a second variation as well, higher up. It does sound pretty cool here. So 8th fret string number 1, 10th fret string 2, 9th fret string number 3, and that's an A minor as well. And the G chord is like a D shape now. 7th fret string number 1, 8th fret string 2, 7th fret string 3. Okay, same rhythm on those 2 chords. So don't have to get too into detail with the rhythms on those chords because it's the same thing as before. But keep in mind the rhythm throughout this whole thing is that syncopated like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of rhythm. So we're doing 4 groups of 3, 1 group of 4. That's the way I look at it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gives you that funky feel that we're going for here. So some people might do a full bar chord. If you're doing that though, I would suggest don't play the whole chord. Don't go like way too full. We just need the thinner strings here because we're doing such, we'll say fast rhythms. If we clutter it up with the low end, just like, you know, funk, soul, reggae, R&B, a lot of the time we don't need all the strings. We just need the thinner portion because the other guitar line that we're doing, that's going to handle the low end as well as the bass, right? So the bass line I put in there is like. So you'll hear that in there. It's going to be in the background, but guitar riff and then also the chords, we can call it the chord rhythm in there. It gives you a nice introduction to some funk rhythm. Hopefully not too challenging. If you have questions, I mean, all students here get access to the PDFs, recordings, everything you need. But feel free to reach out to me as well, okay? So add a comment below. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe, so you get notified every time a new lesson comes in. Every single week you're going to see one hit your inbox. And if you like this, like I said, just come back next week for more. So I'll see you soon.